Hey, everybody, we've got a very special PopStart Plus for you today. It is all about the Golden Globes. We're going to hear from some of the nominees ahead of the star-studded ceremony. From Black Panther to The White Lotus, we've got you covered. Everything you need to know. First up, The Fablemans, the drama inspired by director Steven Spielberg's real life. And it's nominated 5 times, including Best Picture and Best Director nods. Our own Harry Smith had a chance to catch up with Spielberg and the cast.
Movies are dreams.
The Fablemans is neither fable nor fiction, but the story of a young Steven Spielberg pulled between parents who are polar opposites.
What kind of movie are we gonna make?
I'm a very private person. I would never ordinarily take anything like this public. But after my mom passed, and I really got to thinking about the sum total of our relationship, which was a great relationship, but it was also challenging.
His father, practical.
That's more important than your hobby.
Dad, can you stop calling it a hobby?
Yeah, Dad was Greatest Generation. He wanted for me to have a bedrock life, and he felt that being a movie director was a pipe dream. It was going to be like quicksand.
We're going to use Daddy's camera to film it.
His mother, an artist.
Whereas my mom said, go for it. Just go for it, Steve.
Let's not tell your father. It'll be our secret movie, just yours and mine.
Michelle Williams plays Spielberg's mother in a performance that is probably perfect.
It was so powerful, and you are this person who actually lives the life she wants to live to a great degree in the movie.
Thank you. That's the most beautiful thing I could possibly hear. It's really how we all, if we're brave enough, want to live.
The heart, though, is not a compass. Where it leads is often not ideal or perfect.
I knew things that nobody else in my family knew about my mom and about my dad's best friend.
Seth Rogen plays the friend.
You think whatever bad things you want about me, kiddo, but you stop making movies. It'll break your mother's heart.
Into all of which appears a man almost apparition-like, a great uncle, played by Judd Hirsch.
You see, what she got in her heart is what you got, what I got. Art. Like me, like you, I think. We're junkies. And art is our drug.
Gabriel LaBelle nails the teenage filmmaker. And as for working with Spielberg?
It's thrilling, it's intimidating, it's nerve-wracking, and you know that it's going to be incredibly significant.
Paul Dano adds the father role to an already impressive resume.
I want you to make a camping trip movie.
And I thought that the father was such a quietly complicated character because he had to keep so much of his own experience to himself, I think for his family's behalf, but also because maybe he didn't quite know how to.
There was so much yearning in him to connect with his son.
I don't know what to do anymore.
What was it like to be filming in the memories of your own childhood?
It was hard because the more I shot in the house, the more I remembered how much I loved living there. I loved Arizona, I loved living in the desert. I loved having my family around me. And so I mourned the loss of my childhood as I was recreating aspects of my childhood.
Wow. Williams immersed herself in Spielberg family memories.
These beautiful family archives, the photos, the home movies, the tape recordings, her laugh, her sound, her clothes, her smell, her perfume.
You know, one of the things I loved about working with Michelle is after a take, and she could tell I was really happy with the take, she didn't accept happiness as a reason to stop here. And she'd always walk over to me and she'd get very close to me and she'd just sort of take my wrist in her hand. She said, anything else? Anything else? Anything else?
You know that thing they say about an actor embodying a character? That's Williams in The Fablemans.
I cried so hard that they thought something was wrong with me on the night that we wrapped. And it was very hard to say goodbye.
Arizona will never leave me.
Thank you.
Right?
Whoa.
You crushed me. You totally crushed me. You guys. Oh, my God.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Very much.
No pressure. Right there, no pressure, taking on the great Steven Spielberg's entire family. They did a great job with that. And coming up, we're going to hear from an actress who's nominated this year, Michelle Yeoh. Welcome back. The film Everything Everywhere All at Once defies all genres and earned 6 nominations at this year's Golden Globes, among them Best Comedy and Best Actress for its star Michelle Yeoh, making her the first Malaysian Chinese actress to be honored in that particular category. She told our third hour why she was so thrilled when she read the part and what the role meant to her.
Michelle Yeoh played a mother who fiercely loved her son, not so much his girlfriend in Crazy Rich Asians.
Now, last year, she was the aunt taking her superhero nephew under her wing in Marvel's Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Well, now, Michelle takes center stage in Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. She plays Evelyn, a laundromat owner, who finds out there are multiple universes, and then discovers some skills she didn't know she had.
Yeah.
And just so you know, Michelle Yeoh does all of her own stunts as well. So this is a movie everyone's buzzing about. Roker's been talking about it all morning. When you read the script initially, what was it about the script that sucked you in?
Oh, wow, that was the first time in many years that I'd read a script that was written for an older, Asian, ordinary woman, and who turns into a superhero. Right? It was, my initial response was like, I have to meet the two Daniels who wrote it, to see if they were insane, that they really had to be locked up in an asylum, or I was in for the best ride of my career, because I felt that it was like everything. Finally, I will get to showcase all the things I would love my audience to see what I'm capable of, and in Everything Everywhere All at Once, exactly like the title, I get to be in like 5 genres of movie in one movie, in one big bagel.
That's the everything bagel, which is an important part of the movie. But what's interesting is this is a movie that defies genre. I mean, it's a love story, it's a romance, it's an action movie, it's a sci-fi movie, it's a comedy. Was that what's really you appreciated about this script?
Definitely, for sure, because it's like the woman is the most unlikely hero. You know, and what it also teaches is like failures actually make you hopefully a better person. And in all the despair, this immigrant family comes over here for the American dream. And you know what kind of dream it can sometimes turns out to be. But what happens here is like even in all the despair and struggles and whatever, they find joy and love. At the end of the day, the familial connections between the mother and daughter, the core of the story, the husband and wife, and an ordinary woman that you pass by on the streets every day, somebody's mother or auntie or grandmother who is so unnoticed, is given an opportunity to have an amazing voice, a great voice. And at the end of the day, we find out that actually, we all have a superhero power within us, which is kindness. And if we can exercise that superpower,
be kind.
Be kind. Just be kind to yourself and to each other. We will make such a heck of a difference.
It is a superpower.
It is a superpower that we all have and we can use. So reading it and then getting a chance to meet my evil geniuses, the Daniels. Well, they had the courage to write it.
It's a multiverse, too, and you've got the hand.
Oh, yes. You recognize it.
Multiverse that everybody in that universe has hot dog fingers.
You were downstairs in the dressing room this morning, and people didn't know what was happening.
Like,
and a couple people were like, guys, look at that lady. Look at that lady. You know, we were trying not to be rude. And I saw it. Just FYI downstairs. Now, people downstairs who are watching are going to go,
yes, it all makes sense.
Michelle's okay.
It's not her real digit. But in this, I play opposite Jamie Lee Curtis, who's the main antagonist in my life, in Evelyn Wong's life, because she's being audited. And Jamie plays
She's unrecognizable.
Totally.
Yeah.
We're all unrecognizable in the sense. And in this universe, we have hot dog fingers.
There's even veins on the hand. Look at that on the front.
Michelle Yeoh, thank you.
And a big congrats to Michelle on that well-deserved nomination. Coming up, a Best Supporting Actress nominee, the legendary Angela Bassett. We're back in more of our special Golden Globes edition of PopStart Plus today. The Best Supporting Actress category is absolutely stacked this year, including the one and only Angela Bassett for her performance in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Fun fact, she would make history as the first actor from a Marvel Cinematic Universe film to win a Golden Globe. Recently, Hoda and Jenna caught up with her.
Okay, we have royalty in the house.
We're so excited. In Black Panther, you know her as Queen Ramonda, but around here, she'll always be our queen, Angela Bassett. Angela, what a privilege it is for us to have you here today.
And I'm so excited. It was like my face.
Well, I feel like we
Do you see our faces?
We're like two kids. We were so happy because you were at a gala, the Wearable Arts Gala.
Yes.
We couldn't stop talking about you on our show. We're like, wait, show the glow, show the shot. I mean, when you're on the red carpet, like, I feel like you feel so at home. Is that what it feels like for you?
It is. I mean, you know, you get there. You know, it's like for a minute, for a little bit. But yeah, my stylist came up with this beautiful, beautiful ensemble. A lot of it that she made with the gloves and the cape, and that was such a different thing altogether. And the color, the sparkle, the jewels, and.
When you were a kid, did you love to like dress up or clothes your thing, or was that something you came to later?
I like making clothes for my little dolls.
Oh, you do?
So I love that sewing. Yeah.
You know, we were just saying when I got to meet you, you've been doing this for a long time. You've been acting, you've been in this world for a long time, but it feels like you're having a moment right now.
It does. A really exciting, really nice, really wondrous moment.
And so what does that feel like?
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
It really is. You know, especially, you know, just the long, as you say, been here a long time. You know, but the longevity, the consistency, you know, to be able to, you know, practice your craft and to have it acknowledged and received in such a beautiful way. That's, you know, wonderful people.
Well,
I'm really grateful.
They say things happen right on time. I wonder what it is about this time. I mean, I know you've worked your whole life, but I wonder what it is that is bringing you to this moment now. Like, everywhere I feel like I look, I see you.
Yeah.
You're somewhere.
Glamour Women of the Year.
Yeah.
This, that.
I don't know, and I don't try to dissect it too much. I just try to stay in the moment and enjoy it.
You know, this movie has already sort of broken records. The first one was a groundbreaking film. And now to come back with the loss of somebody that I know you loved, but also, you know, there's a news story. What does it feel like? Are y'all so looking forward to having it out there?
We are. It's a beautiful story. It's epic. It's exhilarating. It's extraordinary. And women are at the front and center of the telling of this story. And all the love and respect that we had for Chadwick and for his legacy and for his leadership in the first one, I think he would have been proud. And we just, you know,
we're rooting for
strengthen ourselves.
Yeah, we're rooting for a woman to be Black Panther.
We think there is a woman Black Panther.
But we are feeling very confident.
Yeah.
Are we right?
Are we close?
Are we right?
Well, when you wake up.
So there's so many beautiful parts of your life. One of them is that you've been married for 25 years. And there are so many beautiful parts of your story. You talked about how when you were growing up, a long relationship wasn't modeled. You were learning about that. What have you learned about a long relationship over these 25 years?
Oh, my gosh. It takes some negotiation, some negotiating back and forth. Sometimes you get what you want. Sometimes I get what we want. Hopefully, we get what we want most of the time together. And forgiveness is key. Because, you know, we're only human, and we're bound to make some sort of mistakes, unintentionally, of course. But be able to ask for forgiveness and always be able to give it, to offer that grace.
I was reading that your husband, Courtney, who, of course, people know as an actor, too, said something to you.
Oh, early on, like
early
the first week.
Yeah, and what was it?
Divorce is not an option. I was like, why are you talking about that? It's only been a week. You see something in me? No.
Did that change sort of the DNA of y'all, the DNA of your choices as a couple?
You know, you got to have at least one person who can stand strong even in the midst of the storm.
Yeah.
I think, and he having, had mother, father, and all of that, and seen some storms there, so ahead.
So many remarkable things about your career. One that shocked both of us was that after you played Tina Turner, which was a remarkable, obviously Oscar-worthy performance, nominated for an Oscar, you didn't get a phone call for a gig, for a job, for more than a year?
Yeah, about a year and a half.
Why is that?
Oh, well, it was just the time.
Yeah.
That was long before streaming and all these other platforms where there were opportunities. Remember, we only had maybe like 3.5 stations, ABC, CBS, NBC, and maybe something. But we had never seen a movie like this where a black woman was at the lead of this, of the story. That was sort of new territory at that time.
Were you upset that you didn't get any calls, or were you wondering, like, what is it? Because
you wonder, but I was so young, and that's, just being an artist and not the business part of show business, understanding what's going on there. But you just stay strong, and, you heard stories from other actors, in the theater who talked about how you can become jaded, and so it's always, let's guard against that. Let's be mindful of that, sort of like divorce is not an option. Don't become, jaded by things that will happen or things that won't happen in your time.
What is happening now?
The queen and a
keep
groundbreaking.
learning, keep striving, keep moving forward, stay positive.
Where do you find joy now? Like, where are the most magical parts of your life?
This very moment is joyful. Here with you, all the wonderful things that are happening right now in my life, and also my two little angels at home. Slade and Bronwyn, who are 16 and growing up to be really wonderful, compassionate, lovely young people. So most proud of them.
Wait, you have twins? Is that right?
I do.
I'm a twin.
Oh, are you?
Yes. Put the bars on the window now. No,
yeah, they kind of keep hands.
But there's nothing. That's the most magical gift as a twin. And she's my best friend.
Oh, that's awesome.
Always great to see Angela. She's clearly living her best life. Coming up, we couldn't let this episode pass by without a White Lotus recap. That's next. Welcome back to PopStart Plus. People just cannot stop talking about the latest season of The White Lotus, and for good reason. After its big finale aired in December, now the drama has scored a Best Limited Series Golden Globe nomination, as well as Best Supporting nods for both Jennifer Coolidge and Aubrey Plaza. Her first ever nomination. In fact, Aubrey spoke to Hoda and Jenna about the show, along with co-star Adam DeMarco.
HBO's The White Lotus was one of the buzziest new shows last year. Guess what? It won 10 Emmys, including Outstanding Limited Series.
Okay, well, it's not limited anymore because we are so excited for the new season set in a Sicilian resort with almost an entirely new cast, including Aubrey Plaza and Adam DeMarco. Here's a sneak peek.
Welcome to The White Lotus in Sicily.
We're on a family vacation right now, and it's just the three of us, because all the women in our family hate you.
Please, can we just drop it?
Now that he's loaded, you think he regrets marrying such a dud?
What is going on with you?
There's a reason they invited us here. It's like you sold your company, you got rich, and now he's your best friend. Are these the kind of people we're going to be hanging out with now?
Did you vote, babe? Be honest.
I did. Didn't I?
Doesn't matter.
Aubrey, Adam. We want to discuss White Lotus so badly right this minute, except for there's one other thing we have to discuss right this minute.
Yeah, there's some hats.
You're wearing hats.
What are you talking about?
We're so excited about the new season of White Lotus.
So excited about White Lotus.
Yes. Season 2 is coming out this Sunday.
Spooky.
Did y'all just plan this? What was the story?
Did you text each other last night? What happened?
No.
I actually didn't know. I didn't realize we were doing the interview together, but I'm so happy to see you.
Yeah, it's so good to see you.
So I have a question. Are you a wizard, or what's your situation?
This season is so crazy. It's like way more epic, sexier, darker.
It's set in Italy.
It's set in Italy.
There's a volcano.
Are there any witches?
Or wizards?
I don't know. I don't like that spooky stuff.
Sounds too scary for me.
When you guys first met on the set, I know we're ignoring your hats, which is weird.
Yeah.
But were you all friends right away? You have the same sense of humor, obvious. So was that it?
No.
Y'all weren't friends right away?
No, we were. I was friends with you.
Oh, right, because me and Michael got dinner
me
like
and
that
Michael
first
got
night.
dinner.
Yeah, that
we
was
ran
fun.
into each other on the Corso.
Already scared me at
in the
first,
little
but
salon. I don't
then-
know why.
Why she felt intimidating, or what was
A
it?
little bit.
Oh, how come?
Yeah.
Tell us.
I don't know.
Because I left that thing in your room.
Yeah.
What was it?
Aubrey left some witchcraft symbols in my dressing room.
Y'all are
It was just like a welcome gift.
I didn't know that.
Are you all
acting right now? What's happening?
Are you in the craft?
I don't know where I am.
Do you remember the craft from the
Of course,
90s?
Of course.
I feel like you got to be in like the craft remake or something. You're giving me
I'll do
Craft
whatever you guys
vibes.
want. I'll do whatever you want.
Okay, let's talk about Jennifer Coolidge, please, because I got to watch some of this last night. First, I want to ask you about what is going on, but I won't spoil it for everybody. Jennifer Coolidge is so good.
She's a national treasure.
She is a national
Did
treasure.
y'all try to protect her in Italy and make sure she was fine?
She had her own Italian bodyguards.
Yeah, she doesn't need
yeah,
protection.
she's a queen.
What's it like working with her? Because we think she is.
She's the funniest.
Yeah.
She's the funniest. You never know what she's gonna say. She always has something ridiculous and hilarious. She's so spontaneous.
What did you see her in that you loved when she went? Did you see her in the Reese Witherspoon? What is it?
Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde. All the
Best in
Christopher
Show.
Guest Best in Show.
Yes.
Best in Show.
Bend and Snap.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, so is there pressure because the first one was so big, the first season? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel that?
I mean, I don't know. This season feels so different. Like Mike White was really good about writing just a totally different, vibe. And
Yeah.
so it feels different. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, expectations.
How did you get the call? Because this is such a hot show, and I know people are probably hoping maybe my phone will ring. How did it happen?
I was taking out the trash. I was taking out my recycling. I was recycling. I was being a good person. So maybe it was.
Canadian.
Yeah, I was being a good Canadian.
And then what happened?
My manager called me and was like, "You're going to Sicily." And I put the trash in the trash and put the recycling in the recycling. And I went about
You know
my
what?
day.
There is something about not only getting to do White Lotus, but also getting to shoot in Sicily for you were there for how long?
I was there for 5 months.
Yeah, I was for 4.
Did you love every second?
Yeah.
Who dies?
No.
Good one.
I thought maybe if they were wearing the hats, they would be, confused.
All right. So, what did y'all do on your downtime when you weren't acting? What kind of fun things did y'all do? Was there karaoke involved?
Oh.
Yeah, there was some karaoke
What's
nights.
your karaoke song?
Mr. Brightside. Did you do a
By
song?
the Killers?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I usually
Like that.
do. I usually wait till like the very end of the night, and then I do Enya just to like really bring the room down, make everyone go home, and it's really awkward.
So, what else did y'all do during your downtime? 5 months, 4 months is a long time to hang.
We ate.
Yeah.
We just ate
Dinners.
so many dinners.
Drinks. Went to the beach.
Went to the
a couple
beach.
times. Went hiking to the
Wait,
Penis
was it
Cafe.
really shot in like the 4 seasons or something?
Yeah, we lived in the hotel that we were shooting in for like the first 4 months, and it's 4 seasons in Taormina called the San Domenico, and it's actually an old restored like monastery convent. So it's like very haunted.
So witchy stuff was happening.
A little bit.
By the way, what are y'all going to be for Halloween for real?
I
Do you
don't know
celebrate?
Yet. I'm like
always
an all-year Halloween type person.
Yeah,
all
I'm
year
always
round.
kind of. Well, Halloween is like the one day out of the year that I am some kind of witch, but like the scariest version
Is
of
Halloween?
a witch, and then I can like run down the street and scream at the top of my lungs and just kind of be my natural self.
And Adam, how about you?
This year?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like a skeleton or something.
A skeleton?
Yeah, something spooky.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
you guys, this show is so good.
Try one more time.
Tell me who dies in that ocean. You tell me who dies in that ocean.
Oh, that was a good season of White Lotus. If you haven't seen it, a lot to unpack there. That's going to do it for PopStart Plus Golden Globes preview. Thanks so much for being here. We're going to just wish everybody big luck this year. If you're nominated, that's great. If you win, that's fantastic too. You can catch the ceremony live coast to coast on NBC and streaming on Peacock. That'll be January 10th. We'll see you next time.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.